Your work seems to have been quite advanced indeed. Oh, the results came in. What the hell?
It would have been colored Dantalion's features. The words did not match any words shown on the terminal's screen.
It seems the world come from no record at this bookshelf.
You could please turn on your gain a little bit.
Turn it down? Sure. 1 second. It seems the world can come from no record of this bookshelf. Even more? Okay. It seems the world... Oops.
It might be that you're just too close to your mic.
It seems the world can come from no record of this bookshelf.
Are you too close to your mic? Maybe?
Oh, is that what it is? Hold on. I think I am. Is this better?
Yeah,
you sound
much
okay
better.
now. It's just, when you were saying your lines, it's just,
This is better, right?
Yes, much.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. It seems the world that you come from has no record of this bookshelf.
Not a single one?
Not a single one. It is very odd indeed. Give me some time to investigate this.
She took out the test tube from the centrifuge, jotted down investigate on its label, and flew away. After some time, she informed us that the gene analyzer machine was in perfect order, and the possibility of it making a mistake of this fashion was exceedingly low. In other words, Sorami had come to us from a world that has yet to be observed. Or to put it more simply, we didn't learn a single thing. Don't look so down.
I'm not down. It's just that, I feel as if the ground shattered below my feet and...
Sorami wrapped her hands around her shoulders.
I don't know how to express this feeling. I feel kind of insecure,
Is it something like feeling homesick but having no home to return to?
Yes! That was spot on! How did you guess it so precisely?
That's because I'm the same.
Huh? Everything all good?
One moment.
Yeah, it's strange. For some reason, I can hear the game's music coming through your mic, Lenny, so it's kind of weird. Don't know why it's doing that.
Kind of funny watching the grain match up to the bongos.
Yeah. This is the best elevator music I've ever heard.
I like it.
Please hold. And then the music.
Oh, that explains the loss. Lot. Wait on. Hold a minute.
Your call is being recorded for security purposes.
Your call is important to us.
Training
Please stay on the line.
All right, there we go.
Sorry.
Huh?
I don't have a home to return to. My world's already fallen apart. There's the scrap left of it.
Fallen apart? Huh? What do you mean?
Damn it. Well, to put it briefly, a lot of things happened and fell apart. I'm still a survivor from that world. Lilith saved me.
This me?
Yes.
You fancy dying? Then die for me. Fight for me. And fall for me. Don't let your life go to waste. Let it serve me instead.
You narrate again.
Me?
No, Duck can narrate.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you say duck. Alright. Lilith glanced at the residents of the principal's office and gave an exaggerated sigh.
Okay. Ah, what's with this gathering? You have something you don't want angels to hear?
Well, that is indeed the situation.
Astaroth was the current acting principal of the establishment.
I've finished erecting the barrier. As long as you all hold your tongue outside these walls, we need not concern ourselves with prying ears.
Oh, I think I should confess, I'm quite the chatterbox.
I doubt you will want to chatter about this once you hear it.
As if we don't have enough problems already.
Angels are acting suspicious. High-ranking angels with Camael and Raziel on top seem to be investigating something in secret.
Investigating what?
I wish I knew, is what I would like to say. However, it appears it is something related to Oshiba Hagane and Kugutsu Sorami.
Oshiba Hagane and Sorami?
You were the closest to those two, weren't you? Could you enlighten us on what is so special about the two?
No idea, but now that I think about it, there was a thing or two I found odd. I can't say much for Sorami, but Oshiba Hagane was indeed very peculiar.
Would you be so kind as to indulge us?
I don't think I can put it to words. Give me some time to investigate and I'll check on Sorami too.
In other words, your endeavors have borne no fruit thus far?
Yeah, that's right. I have not the slightest thing to share.
The hell? I'm not related to this. If you at least gave me some facts to ponder about, I might think of something. But I highly doubt I could be of any help like this. I don't have enough information to wager, I guess.
Belial gave a humorous shrug.
Then I shall have you heed my order. Investigate Oshiba Hagane and Kugutsu Sorami, and what the angels are hiding.
What a pain in the neck. Can't your gloomy users kick your ass?
I have my own orders I must adhere to.
Well, I have my pilgrimage to do too, you know.
Calm down. I understand it is a bit too much to ask of you alone. We will investigate on our end as well. Fortunately, we have enough kindred fit for the mission.
Just don't heighten tensions any further, alright?
Perhaps you should bequeath that message to the angels.
The air in the room suddenly grew tense, and in that fleeting moment, the gazes of Lilith and Astaroth collided. Lilith gave her superior a hostile glare. Astaroth answered her with a cordial smile.
Well, great. I'm glad we all came to a fantastic agreement, and can all go our ways now. I have lectures today, so I'll be going now.
I too have something to do, so see you around, guys.
Something to do.
Yes, I have yet to crush Raziel's Spartan army with my legion of 10,000 Persians.
That a game?
You could say that.
Are you mocking us? I would appreciate it if you did. I would appreciate it if you didn't forget your duties as well.
I'll see what I can do about your thing. Anyway, see you.
What do you think?
I've seen enough of these complicated devilish relationships in movies. What a drag. I hope they all kick the bucket.
Hey, are you listening?
Yes, I am. And I have something to ask of you.
Huh?
Could you investigate Astaroth and Lucifuge a bit? Lucifuge in particular seems very fishy to me.
Thought we had enough growing tensions between angels and demons, and now you want to rile up our own kind? Holy Lucifer.
Holy Lucifer, indeed. Let's talk while walking. I'll cut out the sound.
Roger.
Oshiba Hagane craved the future.
Future?
Yes, not dreams, not hopes, not any of that jazz. He only cared about the future itself.
Future, huh? Hopes and dreams that people usually crave from the future, not the concept itself. Rather, most people think dreams are hopes, but write future in their stead. What would you want to become in the future? What would you want to have in the future? Everyone craved for their future to be good for them. And it was perfectly natural to do so, and could certainly stand as one's raison d'etre. But future as a concept was a time frame, spliced away from the past and the present. It had nothing to bestow by itself.
Not to mention his own death was a part of his raison d'etre.
You mean he was suicidal?
Kind of like that, but not exactly. He didn't wish for his own death. He just realized and came to terms with the fact that the future would bring him death.
There were people who dreamt about destroying the world. That by itself wasn't an issue. Dreaming about something, destruction or not, was the right of any human being. It would become a problem only if said person tried to act on his plans. By the same logic, there surely were people who dream about their own destruction. two types might sound somewhat different superficially, but their essence was the same. Both of them craved for their future to change. Oshiba Hagane differed from the two in that he did not dream about the future, nor work towards a particular goal. He accepted his inevitable destruction. Yet there were a myriad possibilities entangled with the future. In its countless layers, he surely could have found a sequence of events that led to his survival. Nevertheless, not even looking for such a possibility, he accepted his own demise.
What I'm curious about is who filled his head with those thoughts.
Should I assume this Oshiba Hagane fellow wasn't driven mad by the chorus?
Yep, he was completely sane, or at least as far as anyone can be. I mean, it didn't seem like he devoured one of us. Still, his powers rivaled, if not exceeded, most of the angels and demons I know.
You're saying someone lent him that power?
Yep, definitely. The question is, who? I bet that's exactly what those angels are investigating.
Camael no doubt learned the details from Raziel's report. He was currently the head of the Seraphs, with as much influence as the four Master Angels once had. So with all the information of the light side flowing directly to him, he likely knew a thing or two that he didn't want the demons to learn.
We have not a single record of Oshiba Hagane's existence, yet his spirit body still somehow appeared and proceeded to live in Pandora.
And you think an angel is involved?
Future, huh?
Future. Huh.
Suddenly, the two were overcome by an odd sensation of absence. Their conversation seemed to have triggered something in their subconscious. It was a vague vestige, lingering after the obliteration of a certain name.
So, will you look into it?
Leave it to me.
Belial gave his chest a hearty thud.
Thanks. Then I shall concentrate on besting Raziel once and for all.
Belial reached out and wrapped his arms around Lilith's neck. The two assumed the position of the so-called sleeper hold.
I hope this doesn't need saying. But you do your thing too, right?
I get it! I'll do my best. So please, let go. I get
Lilith tapped Belial's arm twice.
Oh, thank God. God damn, Belial. How dare he strangle a lady?
I don't quite grasp the full situation, but I imagine it was your fault. With that, Lilith seemingly overcome by a sudden burst of anger, proceeded to kick me in the calf.
I want you to help me with looking up the shady stuff.
I'm already busy with something Sorami asked of me. Try to do those things one by one. Is it alright if I concentrate on her problem first?
You're saying you won't listen to my orders? The one who saved you from certain death?
She gave me a chilling glare. Answer her with a sigh. Lilith, I believe it's too late for you to try and pull the authoritative card.
This feels like she's being looked down upon. And it's breaking her heart.
Her features returned her usual laid-back self. She gave me a pat on the shoulder.
Well, whatever. I'm curious about Sorami myself anyway. Just don't forget to report what you find, alright? What? Did you expect I'll say I'll kick your ass if you don't listen to my orders or something?
To tell the truth, I entertain such a possibility.
Are you kidding me? I don't think this needs to be said, but you're one of our most valued pilgrims. The trial-like time I could spend playing around with you is over.
Yeah, I love you the way you are now.
Right. Huh?
Lilith froze in place, her mouth wide open. Did I say something strange?
Just give me some time to collect myself. You meant it like, you like me better when I'm laid back as opposed to when I try to act bossy, right?
Of course.
Thank you very much. I totally got it. God damn, and I knew it from the start, but still, we ain't in Lilith's route yet, are we?
We're not. Yeah, I love this free spirit of yours.
Yeah, sure you do. Just don't go around offering love and aggressive cuddling to everyone, alright?
What? I don't think I mentioned anything akin to the latter part.
Oh, you poor clueless boy. Yeah, well, don't mention the former either from now on. See what you've done? Sorami's in dismay again. I told you to stop because I knew this would happen.
Huh? Why?
It's okay. I don't mind at all, you two. I'm alright. May your future road be laden with unhappiness.
See, now we got stuck in some rom-com love triangle routine. And you, Sorami, I know what you did there.
But,
Sorami assaulted me with an avalanche with light jabs. They didn't seem strong enough to cause me serious damage, so I decided to observe the situation for a while longer before trying to retaliate. Why are you attacking me?
Oh, well, it's just, we were kind of, I thought, I don't know.
Setsuna, do you love me?
Yes.
No! As a woman?
What do you mean? I merely attested that I loved your usual attitude. I don't see how it should be related to love, the kind you speak of.
Huh?
Well, and that's that. Anyway, these shenanigans are getting kind of tiring, so let's make this the last one, okay? I'm not planning to go telenovela here and constantly have people break up and come together again. Do you agree, Sorami?
Huh? I just, don't want to grow distant again, I guess.
Sorami stole a glance at my face, so you joined index fingers, making a peculiar shape with her hands. Could it be she suddenly remembered a sacred ritual from her native land?
Good grief.
They gave me an accusing look. Huh?
The biggest issue here is this insensible, heck, you could call him unfeeling at this point, oath with a puzzled look of, I have no idea what those two are talking about.
I generally have no idea what you two are.
And you don't need to.
Lilith gave me a broad smile while Sorami followed with a troubled smile. Christina? Wait, no, Lenny.
Sorry, who did you say?
Lenny.
Okay. So, sister.
I don't know what that word is. Yeah?
Let's turn around to meet the surprising guest.
What? Eve.
His eyebrows shot up in confusion as her little sister, or whatever she actually was to her, entered the scene. I couldn't blame her.
Yes, actually, I wanted to ask your advice on one matter.
Advice? You? From me?
Lilith jumped back, bewilderment twisting her face. Was there something to be this surprised about?
No, I would not want to force it all on you alone. If possible, I would like Lady Kugutsu, Sorami, and Lord Tendu Setsun to cooperate as well.
You can't let Adam love you, I'm sorry. Not only me, but the other two as well? Eve, what are you scheming?
I wouldn't call it a scheme.
Eve stole a couple glances our way. Sorami had cocked her heads in return. I had no idea what she was on about. Not to mention she seemed somewhat flustered. Kind of reminded me how Sorami was seconds before.
Well, will you hear me out?
We, our heads still cocked, exchanged glances.
What?
What?
Sorami proceeded to scream while Eve flushed the color crimson.
Please do not yell.
Not say a single word that should have warranted screams of that fashion as far as I was concerned. She just let him sleep on her lap. I don't see how that's a big deal.
Righto! Here goes my special technique. Liver blow to an oaf that doesn't know better than to trample on maiden's dreams.
Ferocious blow crashed into my side. The name's too long. Those are my last words. I fell to my knees.
Well, putting that aside, so what if he slept on your lap? You're bragging, aren't you? I know you are, wench! You better know that we frag those who brag in these parts.
Well, maybe bragging did make about 20% of my speech.
What about the remaining 80%?
I'm insecure, or rather perplexed. I do not quite know how I should treat Adam anymore.
Huh? Aren't you two married? Like, being together in sickness and health and all that?
Was of the same opinion. My dislike for Adam notwithstanding, I knew I could at least trust someone taking care of Eve.
Well, we are married and nothing but new. It hasn't been that long since the two of us were together. So, well, I do not quite know how I should ask, how I should act. All I know is just being together is not enough.
I was the last person to hand out advice on matters of love, but I did agree with her assertion. Marriage was not just about being together.
I neither became his wife out of love, nor did the circumstances force us to flock together. We still cannot quite grasp how one should act in such a relationship.
As in, married relationship? Basically, you're interested in how lovers act?
Yes, in order to learn more, I thought of consulting someone with a vast experience in the...
A vast experience?
I heard many stories about your very bohemian lifestyle that you adopted after running away from the previous Adam.
Huh? Well, that's... Yeah, sure. I went through all sorts of men like socks. Like socks!
Yes. And so I decided that it would be best to seek advice on how to interact with Adam from someone as experienced as yourself.
But unfortunately, I am a demon and a witch, kind of. So I was only doing those, one-night stand things and stuff. Hence, I'm not entirely sure if, Yeah, I think Sorami is a better person to ask for advice on the issues of your kind. Most definitely. Don't you agree, Sorami?
Lilith, what's going on with the pitch of your voice?
And she's sweating profusely.
And her face looks kind of flushed.
Shut up! I'm alright! I said I'm alright. Anyway, just ask your thieves of Sorami and...
Lilith, aren't you forgetting something? Newsflash, I have amnesia.
So what if you have amnesia? You've had more than enough time to get a man or two already.
Are you crazy? I can barely take the talks about relationships and loving boys without getting a heart attack.
I am starting to grow kind of dubious if I'll receive any help here.
Eve covered her face with her hands.
Calm down, Eve! If you think about it, there are very few in this Pandora that could entertain the idea of providing advice on love.
That's precisely why I'm so troubled.
So just give Sorami, Setsuna, and me a bit of time to brainstorm, and I'm certain we'll come up with something. Don't they say that 3 heads are better than 1?
They also said that too many cooks boiled the broth.
Mock punk! Nope. Mock punch.
I was nearly knocked off my feet by another lightning-fast blow to my liver. I wish I wasn't exposed to these inexplicable outbursts of violence on an hourly basis.
Well, with the oath taken care of, let's proceed to discuss the matter at hand.
Mrs. Eve, there is something very important I would like to know first.
Yes?
Do you love Mr. Adam?
Eve answered the question with a troubled smile.
You could say I was new to fall in love with him.
You were born as Adam's wife, after all. You didn't marry him because you loved him, but fell in love with him because you were married to him. Something like that, right?
As the first married couple in the universe, their relationship was completely reversed from those of their progeny. God made Adam and Eve. He designed Eve to love Adam. He merely designed her so. Humans did not always act according to their design. Lilith was the living proof of that. Eve first received a role, only acted to fit into it afterwards.
Well, it's not like you have to genuinely love him or anything. You can just keep on hiding your true... I guess that's not such a good idea.
Yes. I do not think that would be good. I am his wife, and I want to act like one genuinely.
But you two are still pretty young, aren't you? I think you should first learn how lovers act. and only then start thinking about married couples.
Lovers.
Eve gives a lonely smile. Ah, I see. If the road as it was, she didn't yet know love.
Yeah, love. Well, I'm sure there are plenty of people who didn't marry out of love, but most of us still would rather be with the person they love. Don't you think?
Let me give Eve a hearty smile. You agree, Eve? Sorami peered deep into Eve's eyes. Meanwhile, her own eyes are full of vigor, radiating an odd glow of honesty that seemed to rather unnerve the original woman.
I don't know. Do I love Adam?
Eve?
Liz's voice had curious, wintry tint to it, as if it rose from the chilly depths of the ocean.
It's something you have to figure out yourself. You can't have someone else tell you how you feel. You can't look to others for an answer on matters like these. Understand?
Yes.
Well, that aside, I like that you're finally showing some incentive to improve your relationship with Adam and all.
Yeah.
Really? I couldn't help but question that incentive because I still quite inexplicably seem to absolutely loathe the man. Well, I should probably trust the opinions of Lilith and Sorami more than mine regarding this particular matter.
You two should go out on a date.
What?
What's a date?
Lilith let out a startled cry while Eve cocked her head to the side in confusion.
Date? How could you suggest something that indecent?
How is it indecent? If anything, it's exactly what they currently need.
Is it then decent or not indecent?
Date is when you set a meeting with your better half somewhere in town, stroll around discussing trivial matters, hold each other's hands, enjoy yourselves together in various places, and finally,
make children!
Without seeing like an explosion in the background, Lilith roared something completely tactless for everyone to hear. Aren't you getting a bit ahead of yourself there? Here? Apparent to flaw in her logic. This was going off the rails. Was I supposed to be the person with no common sense in this group?
Children?
Eve's face flushed the color of a tomato. It appears she knew how children were made, not like this was the best time to analyze her carnal knowledge.
Huh? Ain't that the point of dates?
Liz proceeded to pick her nose with a dismissing expression on her face.
not even close. Dates are more, sacred, pure, right, Setsuna?
I've never been on a date before, so I'm not exactly certain, but as far as I know, in my world, couples would set a meeting, hold each other's hands, cuddle each other, and in the end, sometimes perform the acts that would result in impregnation, and sometimes not. Well, I suppose that's where it all led, after all.
See? Ignoramuses.
Oh my.
How dare you betray me? Dates are a lot more beautiful and decent and pure than you make them out to be.
That depends on a person. It quite heavily depends on the person's involved.
Does Mrs. Eve look like the sort of person to you? Does Mr. Adam look like that sort of person to you?
Well, Eve doesn't, but I don't know about Adam. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's one intimidating face you just pulled off, Setsuna.
Adam and him just can't see eye to eye, it seems.
Well, it is not something within our power to change, I suppose.
Anyway, what I wanted to say was that dates are beautiful. Why don't you test to see if you're in love with Mr. Adam by inviting him on one?
You might be right. Thank you very much, Lady Kugutsu.
Well, I suppose there's but one problem.
Huh? What problem?
Where will you go on your date?
Ah,
Huh?
The voice of three girls resonated in a beautiful unison.
Oh, yeah, right. Where should they go?
you wouldn't call traversing the corridors of Pandora a date, would you? Though you can find an interesting place or two here if you look hard enough.
I get the feeling that wouldn't quite work as a date. According to my knowledge, during dates, people aim for destinations they usually don't go to otherwise. People would crave new stimuli from places they were not used to. With those feelings as a catalyst, they would discern if the partners in their company were indeed significant to them or not. Dates were that kind of recreational activity. Not that I ever participated in one, but from the information available to me, I guess that was what they were supposed to be like. We should do something together in a place you aren't used to.
But where we can find such a school?
Yeah. How about venturing to somewhere in Tokyo Babel?
Ginza shouldn't be that dangerous, I think. You can surely find your way around the first stratum, can't you?
Yes, I suppose.
I don't think a destroyed city is a particularly fitting spot for dates.
Yeah.
Ginza. Wait, I know of one other good place. The maid cafe.
Good place?
Yeah, I'm sure you won't have anything to complain about the scenery, though I'm not sure how comfortable it would be for a picnic.
What exactly do you have in mind?
Alrighty, I'll go talk to him. This is gonna be fun.
Let's both into the sky with a cheer. What on earth was on her mind?
I see my sister is still as restless as ever.
The smile on Eve's lips had a hint of envy as she saw Lilith off.
Nevertheless, a date with Mr. Adam, huh?
I certainly hope your affair will not end up in uncomfortable silence. Sorami, with a beaming smile on her lips, proceeded to pinch the area close to my right arm's elbow with tremendous force. It hurt very much.
To tell you the truth, I was a bit worried about that myself. If possible, I would have liked Lilith to accompany us, but...
Wait a second. Isn't Lilith Adam's ex-wife?
Yes, but she ran away from him after a couple of days.
I get the chills just imagining the scene.
Date together the current and ex-girlfriend. That didn't paint the most romantic of scenes. Well, Adam was exactly the same person as the Adam of the past, so Lilith would probably be someone alright. Still, I couldn't imagine anything good coming out of that pairing.
Make it 4 people at least. And if possible, you should also pick an equal number of girls and guys.
A reasonable choice? In such a situation, the phenomenon of partner change might occur if you're unlucky.
Well, I admit it happens. Sometimes the boyfriend can get charmed by another woman, or another man.
What?
Oh, then could I ask you two to accompany us? Lady Kugutsu, Sir Tendo?
Eve flashes a rare, beaming smile. After falling silent for a few seconds, Sorami and I slowly looked at each other.
Huh?
What did she just ask of us?
Huh?
It was probably the first time in life that I was completely dumbstruck. Next day, Sorami was eagerly pulling my arm as I tried my best to resist.
Mrs. Eve went out of her way to ask this of us. You should show her your kind-hearted and generous nature and accept like a man!
I understand that. I understand that much. I simply cannot help it.
Like a man!
Meh. Took a deep breath. Proceed to exhale slowly. Help me to calm down a little. In the end, I could not turn down Eve's request. It was because Sorami agreed on the spot, which left me in a very awkward position if I refused. Adam would come too, you know? Spend the whole day with a man inside of him was enough to fill me with thoughts of murder. It's also ridiculous. I almost thought it was a nightmare. Unfortunately, it seemed to be the cold and cruel reality. Currently in the ruins of what used to be Ginza, waiting for Adam to show up. That just told us where and how we were supposed to travel to our date spot. I have to admit, I was impressed by her ingenuity. I myself had seen that place once. It was indeed worthy of the words from another world. The only problem was that there was nothing there. Well, with a box lunches, I suppose we could find a way to kill 2 or 3 hours in that place. To chatter, to enjoy the scenery. There's more than enough time for that. I was considering chatting with that man. No thanks.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting.
Here they were.
Oh, Mrs. Eve! Good afternoon.
Somebody waved her hand in Eve's direction. If she was here, then that man was doubtless here as well.
Hello. I hope we will have a great time together.
Right. Let's have loads of fun. Anyway, Setsuna told me he'll show us where to go.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll show you where to go. Contrary to cheerful girls, Adam and I have a funeral air about us. Adam's countenance showed no emotion, and no idea what he was thinking. On the other hand, I couldn't hide his sourness from my face. Actually, for no apparent reason at all, I couldn't help but reject everything about that man's existence on an instinctive level. Unfortunately, today I had no choice but to find a way to endure him. I took another deep breath. I got tired of repeating this ritual. To face reality sooner or later. Follow me.
You wish to have a stroll through debris?
Lilith told me we were going somewhere else.
I would not mind here either. It is still a different scenery from what we are used to.
My dearest Mrs. Eve.
Huh? Yes, what is it?
Does Mr. Adam understand what a date is?
I'm not sure if he does.
Well, we certainly are off to a good start.
Start indeed.
Well, in our case, the result is already set in stone, so we can take it easy on that part, I think.
Results. In other words, two of them marrying. Whatever they did, they could not escape that end. They could not break up. They could not die before completing the act. They could not separate.
Maybe what we are doing here might look meaningless to you, but...
Eve gave us a lonely smile. Sorami, not saying a single word, patted Eve on the shoulder.
It's not meaningless. And if it would be sad not to have at least... What? Sorry. I can't read. It's not meaningless. And it would be sad not to have at least a few good memories together, don't you think? You're man and wife, after all.
You think so?
Of course!
For me, her head held high, declared it with so much confidence that it took away from us the will to question details. Such a foundation or reason for that unfaltering faith. I recommend we start moving. I was about to fly up into the sky when
Wait!
Sorami got a hold of my right leg.
It's a perfect opportunity to enjoy a good stroll. And you know I can't fly. And that flying's not good for my heart.
But it would be more efficient to fly.
I have to agree.
It might be efficient, but there is no passion in it.
I don't think I quite understand, but if it's an issue of passion, then I suppose we have no choice.
I do not mind either approach, but if you say there is no passion in flying, then we have no choice but to walk.
I leave the decision to you.
Great. Then let's head out.
So we were on our way. Even Adam walked a little behind us, shoulder to shoulder. While I'm next to Sorami, she saw a quick glance behind us and smiled joyfully.
So nice. They look totally perfect for each other.
Thoughts are pouring out, Sorami. But she still glanced at me. What's up with her?
We're on a date, right?
As in, you and myself? She gave me a nod. Well, this was supposedly a double date as per Eve wishes. In that sense, Sorami and I were certainly participating in it. However, it was nonetheless Eve's suggestion. It wasn't like either Sorami and I had to decide to do this of our own volition. We were in the wrong right, at least at the wrong right time? What kind of answer was she expecting from me? Given my long and careful observation of a person in this situation, I would hypothesize she hoped me to say this was not a date. But
Sorry. It seems I ended up troubling you.
Sorami gave me a weak smile. Seems I did not make the time limit. It's a pitiful excuse for a human being. Maybe it would be too late to answer her now. There's no point in trying to read her feelings. If people could understand each other, we wouldn't have wars. So, it would probably be better if I was honest with my own feelings. We're on a date.
Huh?
I, myself, would like to think this was a date. That my inconsiderate words would have somehow hurt you. I should take them all back immediately and make a public apology. But who would be a public in this case? I grew a little bit confused.
Yeah. You don't need to apologize.
Sorami, her face grown crimson, shook her head vigorously. It seemed like she was angry at me. An easy breath.
Why did you wish it was so? A date, I mean.
I don't know. Give her an honest answer. I truly did not know, so I decided against worrying and hitting the time limit again.
You don't know.
I didn't know what kind of answer we were wishing for. And since you gave me not a single hint of what you wanted yourself wanted, I went with, well, my own personal feelings. Like a normal human being. Like a perfectly normal human being. Did I say something odd?
No.
After letting out a cat-like laugh, Sorami proceeded to seize my sleeve. Though probably thinking not to get in my way, she clasped the cloth weakly in her 2 fingers.
Is this okay with you? I'm not troubling you, am I?
You aren't. Sorami shyly directed her gaze at her feet. Out of a surge of bashfulness myself, proceeded to move forward in silence. Dude behind us, meanwhile, seemed to be perfectly alright. He would start telling Adam something. Thought I would give her a nonchalant response, and he would proceed to chuckle. They looked completely natural together. It sounded like they were already in a world of their own.
Yeah, seems like those two are doing quite well.
It appears Sorami has spotted the direction of my gaze. All Adam's doing is repeating "yeah" over and over again. I don't think he was doing a good job was what I wanted to say, but Sorami's fingers dug into my flesh before I could finish. It hurt very much.
How come you're always so hostile to Mr. Adam?
I don't know myself. Probably something genetic. It's like I couldn't understand it myself.
They do say that people tend to hate those similar to themselves.
Sorami?
Don't be angry, alright? I've just been thinking that you and Mr. Adam are kind of similar, you know?
Are we similar exactly?
It's just a feeling, you know? You two just kind of feel similar to me. I don't have any concrete... I don't have any concrete evidence or anything if you're asking for that.
I don't think I just hated him exactly. Rather, I suddenly couldn't acknowledge his existence for some odd reason.
Hey, stop glaring at him like that. If you keep doing it, he'll...
What is it?
Noticing my gaze, I returned with a physical look. Now I had to talk with him. Don't mind it, I was just thinking we were similar or not.
You and I?
Adam dismissed the remark with a smirk.
We cannot possibly be similar.
Wait. You consider the circumstances of Adam's making my own origins. I didn't want to admit it, but the core of our being might have been, after all, quite similar. Yeah, I think you're right.
Of course.
He was glancing from me to Adam back, confused eyes. We started talking to each other out of nowhere, which seemed to have taken her off guard.
That aside, we have been walking for quite a while now. How far is this place of yours?
We have indeed spent a considerable amount of time walking. I tried recalling Lilith's advice on how I should have done this. First I should grasp the air around myself to no avail, until I suddenly remembered Sorami's eyes. Sorami, sorry for asking this out of nowhere, but could you try looking for a boundary line around here?
The live spot? Roger. Boot?
As in nodded, Sorami, reacting with just give me a second, proceeded to activate Gethel's eyes. Eyes sparkling gold, went on to perceive the whole world.
It's here.
Sorami poked thin air a few times. After a few seconds of careful observation, I finally spotted a faint remnants of magic stretching across the scenery at the tip of her finger. First, I should take hold of space, and I sank the tips of my fingers into the magical membrane. It seemed to have grasped something I could not quite define. I should take this off. And so, a chunk of space slid apart as I removed the inner wall of its plate. The sight of boundless ocean and sky assaulted my eyes.
Oh, so we are going outside after all.
You knew we were going here?
Not really. But I guess Lilith might have meant this place. It has a nice view and all. But you know...
Sorami gave a quick glance.
Don't you find strolling through this place a bit... sad?
According to Lilith, there's someone that should come pick us up here. They told me it was going to be alright multiple times, and all the while giggling meaningfully. Now that I thought about it, I should have noticed there was something fishy about the whole affair.
Someone to pick us up?
Someone to meet us outside of Tokyo Babel? Oh, could it be?
We all turned to Eve.
You know who it might be?
Yes, if I can recall correctly.
There's no need for her to continue. As of the booming roar of splashing water, the skyscraper-like structure suddenly emerged from the depths of the ocean below us. At least I thought it was a structure. The notion was proving wrong on my second glance. The rough dark green surface of the skyscraper looked like the hide of some animal. The thing was so huge, its body didn't fit into my vision.
The master of primordial seas of chaos currently in charge of the submerged hell. The dragon. The giant cane of serpents lurking in the ocean surrounding Tokyo Babel.
Leviathan.
What the hell is this thing?
Sorami's tone did not have even a hint of her usual vivacity to it. It seemed the sudden occurrence was enough to positively stupefy even her. Not that I wasn't as stupefied by the display. As he stood at the edge of the wall, carefully considering the thing, a deafening roar from above hit us like thunder. Justin?
Yeah. Welcome to my establishment.
Establishment?
Establishment? The fact that it talked was surprisingly enough, but the content of his words was even more flabbergasting.
With that said, allow me to present the location of today's double date. My own humble bag.
Oh my.
Leviathan's back?
Madame Eve seemed mildly surprised. Meanwhile, Sorami and I had yet to fully recover from the initial shock.
Seriously?
Dead serious, lass. Such was Lilith's request.
You sure we can all fit in your bag?
Could coil around Atlantis 5 times if so I desired. You could spend your whole life walking and still not reach the end of my table.
I don't think you can declare that before we get a chance to try.
Indeed.
However terrible a sensation that was, it seemed I was in agreement with Adam on this matter.
What's wrong with you guys? We are on a double date today. Can you play your games some other time?
Sorami placed her palms on my cheeks, proceeded to force my gaze on her. Eve glanced Adam's hand her own way to calm him down. I guess it was for the best if we postpone our trekking challenge for now. So, how are we supposed to get over there?
Hold your horses, son. Give me a moment to ready my bag.
A vast slippery landscape emerged from the depths of the ocean. So vast one could easily fit a city or two there. Well, let's go, Sorami.
Huh? But I can't fly.
Picked up Sorami without waiting for her to finish.
Huh?
You can't redo this.
That was a very sudden embrace, sir. Do they call this princess hold in English?
We were speaking English. I'm pretty sure they don't. The suddenness of my act seemed to have sent Sorami into a bit of delirium.
Yes. Why? You can fly just alright.
Well, it's true, but, no.
Very well.
I turned back to see Adam take Eve into his arms, mimicking my actions.
I wonder if she insisted on that.
You mean Eve?
Yeah. She probably grew jealous.
With that, Sorami wrapped her arms around my neck, pressing her body against mine.
Being hugged kind of reminds me of life, you know?
When all out, it could easily crush your bones. Want to try?
Don't do that, please.
It's a joke. You didn't like it? That was pretty funny.
Your jokes are bad for my heart.
So we land on Leviathan's vast back. Sorami sniffed the air a couple of times and released a relaxed breath.
Thank goodness. I was worried it would smell like fish.
I can hear you, Lass. Mind your tongue.
Leviathan seemed displeased by Sorami's preconceptions.
I'm sorry. It's just that, you know, a date in a fishy-smelling place is a little bit...
How about you visit a fish market on your date? Or a zoo, or an aquarium?
Those are entirely different.
Denying my words with utmost confidence, she proceeded to trot on Leviathan's back.
Whoa, this crunchy sensation of scales is cool.
Indeed, but as if I was walking on frost.
The sky's so high. The sea's so vast. But oh crap, we're high. It's positively terrifying.
Yes, feels like we're on a cliff or something. We direct our gazes toward the sea of hell.
Do not peer too deep, for that sea is the underworld. A wise man once said that if you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back at you.
Yeesh, but was Adam sure about bringing up the philosopher of all people here? He was the one who declared God dead, after all. However, hell or not, the water's surface doesn't look any different from a regular sea. Wait, if it's rainwater, then it shouldn't be salty, should it? The rain that submerged hell was supposedly the same kind as the one that fell upon earth in 40 days and 40 nights in the days of Noah. It probably wasn't salty.
It's said that God cleaved that rainwater off the heavens. It's probably just as salty as the sea.
Most curious indeed.
Hey, you too! Let's have lunch already.
Sorami and Eve has spread a picnic blanket. We're readying boxed lunches already. This place made my stomach grumble. As I thought about it, I ate very few rations ever since coming to Tokyo Babel. Sorami would prepare breakfasts, lunches, and dinners pretty much every day. Unfortunately, I could not comment on the taste. These days, I truly lamented the fact that I didn't possess functional taste buds.
Here you go. Since we were going on a date today, I tried preparing something a little bit special. What do you think?
She had trouble pronouncing the word date, and her voice fell to almost a whisper. The presence of Adam and Eve must have made her feel awkward. I knew what was the best course of action here. I had to praise her, I had to thank her. That much was obvious. However, this was a date. To find words that would make her feel especially good in this situation. Looks like a feast, I think.
That's it?
It's delicious.
One more push.
Fantastic.
It's getting further and further from what I wanted. Can you try coming up with something that'd make my heart race? Try one more time.
What does that mean? Was a question I would have liked to ask had her deep gaze not left me speechless. I feel like you already found a way to my heart.
I'm not sure about that question mark at the end, but I'll let you off the hook for today. Help yourself.
I took the boxed lunch she stuck out to me, and opened its lid. An apt word to describe would probably be meat. Hamburg steak, meatballs, bilingi, beef seasoned with miso, boiled pork, tomato-baked chicken, smoked pork, shabu-shabu, roast beef, bang-bang chicken.
I managed to get some British spam.
Spam wasn't actually a British invention, but I couldn't blame her for thinking so. She must have seen that sketch too. there anything other than meat?
Salad is in this box.
Thank God. The contents of the other box assaulted my eyes with colorful splendor. From refreshing green to enticing red, it was packed with delicious-looking vegetables. Cabbage, lettuce, napa, carrots, tomatoes, cucumbers, eggplant, and much more. It's indeed amazing, especially the size of the whole thing. Countless vegetable dishes barely fit in a container which was already quite humongous as far as lunch boxes went.
And this here is soup. I brought it in a thermos, so it's still warm.
You're pulling out one dish after another like some magic show. Well, a bit of magic was probably involved in preparing some of these.
Phew. I really gave it my all today.
Seems so. Quite positively odd. I'll make sure to eat everything. A worst case scenario, could have nanomachines that accelerate digestion.
Thanks.
Huh? The air on the other side of she seemed to have been overtaken by a dark mood. To be more specific, Eve appeared to be positively depressed.
Huh?
A dark aura of sorts seemed to be swirling around her as she had her eyes locked in Sorami.
Mrs. Eve? Did I do something?
No, you have not done a thing.
As Eve's gloomy gaze pierced Sorami, she jerked towards me, clutching onto my arm.
I don't know what's going on, but I think we're in a pattern blue kind of situation.
Could have a word, I say Eve's normally blue eyes were actually turning red now. That wasn't important now. What's driving Eve to direct all this peculiar attention to Sorami? It felt too weak for animosity, too feeble for killing intent, too pure for malice.
Eve? Eve, cut it out. She is herself. You are you.
I understand that, but
And I prefer your cooking.
This line finally made Sorami and me realize what was going on. In a small lunchbox, there rested a plain loaf of bread, some thinly sliced venison, and shredded cabbage. Portion number 2. That was the situation in the lunchbox. In other words, a sense of inferiority had overtaken Eve as she saw what Sorami had in store. This was most troubling. What were we supposed to do to escape this gloom? First time since battling Oshiba Hagane, I was forced to stretch my mental faculties to the limit. I was sharing a lunchbox with them. No, that was probably not a good idea. I got the feeling it had the I shall bless you with my superior cuisine, holy wrench, XOXOXO kind of nuisance. How about ignoring them? A sensible strategy, but not very apt for this situation.
Setsuna, open wide.
How
How does it taste?
It's delicious. Definitely not a good idea. Also, was it just me or was my personality oddly taken off in that sketch? Helping ourselves to a quiet lunch while ignoring our guests. Could you call that a date? Hoping that Sorami might come up with something better, I gave her a glance. Sorami was trembling. She looked like she was on the verge of crying, realizing that she had hurt Eve's feelings. She herself seemed to suffer a deep shock. To do something or this would end in a disaster. My mind was busy, a whirl of panicky thoughts. Adam suddenly clasped a piece of venison in his chopsticks. I got it to his mouth.
Very good.
huh? But,
Tasty things are tasty things are tasty. You made this, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Eve blinked a couple of times in confusion. Adam regarded her in a serene calm.
I do not understand why you would feel inferior. You made this lunch for me, didn't you? That alone is much more meaningful than the most splendid of feasts.
Oh.
Eve turned a color crimson. Light returned to Sorami's eyes. Adam proceeded to take a bite of the bread with a blank expression.
But I still could have tried to prepare something a little bit more.
Anything turns to the most delicious of feasts as long as you are at my side, sharing the meal with me.
Exchanged glances with Sorami, and realized we were shaking, both of them being touched and feeling a bit out of place in this dramatic scene.
Setsuna, I'm in a pickle. I don't know how long I can withstand the repelling power of their love barrier.
Love barrier?
I just made it up, but it's kind of self-explanatory, don't you think?
Well, I guess I can tell what you mean.
Should we do? Want to take a walk further away?
It would be pretty awkward. Let's just get the lunch out of the way first.
I tried my best to prepare it, you know.
A lonely expression set on Sorami's features. It seemed I chose my words poorly. Wait, I'll make sure to savor the taste and all that, okay?
Yeah.
Sorami gave me a friendly nod. Well, let's dig in then.
Open wide.
I can eat it myself.
Ah?
My deepest gratitude. I shall then help myself to the generosity. Open my mouth, and Sorami got a meatball into it. The salty sweet flavors out of this world.
Try more.
How about you? You aren't eating? Sorami directed her gaze at my arms. I could tell what she was thinking. Did she really want me to do it? Did I have a choice? Sorami, open your mouth.
Yeah. Setsuna, would you mind cutting that hamburger steak into pieces first?
My apologies. See, the chunks I was used to eating couldn't fit into her small mouth. Divided into pieces and proceeded to do the thing again.
Oh yeah! It's real good. I did awesome. Yeah, I did awesome.
The hint of sadness in her tone probably arose from the fact that she was forced to praise herself. Yeah, it's truly delicious. Where'd you learn to cook? Oh, I suppose you can't answer that. Sorry.
I don't remember a thing, so it kind of almost feels like I could do this thing from birth, you know?
Able to cook from birth. Very convenient. The most professional cooks would likely cry at the notion.
Well, but if I continue cooking, it might help me remember something, you know? So I'll be sure to make lots of good stuff for you to taste.
I'll be looking forward to it.
What is it?
Would it be alright if I tried that too?
Eve, knitting her eyebrows in an expression of steel resolve, proceeded to guide a piece of her own cooking towards Adam's mouth.
Thank you.
Adam bit into it without a hint of hesitation.
I would like to try it as well. Would you mind?
No.
Eve quickly shook her head, promptly opening her delicate mouth. Closing her eyes, she reminded me of a baby bird waiting to be fed.
Munch, munch.
And imagine it? Seems like Adam's expression changed there for a second.
It's a bit embarrassing.
It was embarrassing for me too.
With that, Adam proceeded to eat by himself again.
Mr. Adam is so gentle.
I very much wanted to object that notion, but I couldn't quite find the words, given what we witnessed.
I am not gentle. I am just trying to be as I should.
I'm sorry, I just saw the sausage thing in the chat. Give me a second. As you should? What do you mean?
I have to be Adam, to act as the first man and be faithful to God's design. I might have been assembled by angels, but the blueprint they used was the same.
Adam declares origin in a different voice, as if it were no big deal at all. Eve fixed her gaze on the ground, looking troubled as if battling with something on her mind.
Unfortunately, I have no memories of the original, so the sole option at my disposal is to do what should be done.
And what would that be?
Pilgrimage. I have to reach God's side and beg for his forgiveness. Such is my role.
I knew about the pilgrimage, but what's this about forgiveness? Adam, his face emotionless, opened his mouth, made his confession in a fashion most suited to someone discussing weather.
I shall become a sacrifice. I do not know if he will burn me alive or strike me down with thunder, but I imagine I will meet my end at the last stage of my pilgrimage.
Huh?
Sacrifice?
I am but a lamb that should seek forgiveness. As long as God does not reject me, I will bestow him my life.
You mean you're going to, die?
Yes. What of it?
Can't be right. Suicide is...
It is not a suicide. Do not confuse wasting the life God has given you with bestowing it to his grace.
That's...
Tears started welling in Sorami's eyes. Adam, observing the phenomenon, cocked his head to the side in puzzlement.
Why do you cry?
I don't know. But...
Eve is not crying.
Yes, and I shall never do so.
Gave Adam a smile.
But are you alright with that?
Yes. If such is Adam's role, I can only see him off with joy in my heart.
There was a tinge of hesitation in Eve's words. Madness was the word that swirled in my mind. I knew that was not the case. They dispassionately accepted everything that given Rose entailed, discarding both hope and desperation in the process, forgetting what it meant to rebel.
Such is our destiny. Adam's one of sacrifice, and mine of seeing him off.
Didn't catch that, Sorami. Sorami?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. But...
Sorami, cut it out. Reacting to my cold tone, Sorami returned to her seat, proceeded to awkwardly continue eating the boxed lunch in complete silence. Observing this outcome, I couldn't help but... Adam,
What is it?
must say I can't stand you, after all.
I never hoped for you to like me.
I hate the fact that you're making Eve cry from the bottom of my heart. Adam cocked his head to the side in befuddlement.
What are you talking about? Eve is not crying.
She is.
Thank you for worrying about me. Unfortunately, I am not currently crying, Lord Tendu.
Adam gave me an absolutely infuriating "see" kind of look. For your so-called sacrifice, give yourself a moment to think about what is said.
There is no need to waste time on thinking about drivel.
Yep, when trying to communicate with him at this point, I'd like to meet his god eventually, and accomplish his sacrifice. No right to stop him, nor do I particularly want to. Do whatever he wished for all I care. So what if Eve falls on her knees, crying once the deed was done? The best I could hope to do was console her after the fact. Real men, nonetheless, don't abandon thought to the very end. Aren't you a man? The very first one? Try using that head goddess supposedly given you for a change. I eyed him intently. He, however, took my glare straight on, looked back at me, resolute, as if there was truly not a shred of doubt in his soul.
I cannot say I like how you make it sound like I've never taken time to ruminate.
Had you ever?
Alright, I understand. I shall heed your words and take some time to ponder, even if I already know the conclusion cannot possibly differ.
That's a wise choice. Roka gazes. As I was about to dig into my chicken leftovers, Adam suddenly mumbled something as if to himself.
Tendo Setsuna, I am Adam.
I know that.
As the first man to grace this earth, it is my duty to love each and every one of my progeny.
Is there a point to that?
Yes, or at least I thought there was. However, I have to admit, I detest you from the bottom of my heart. So much so that your pain would turn to my pleasure. It appears I loathe you.
Don't worry, I'm just the same. It's but one reason I would pray for your safety. That's because I don't wish for Eve to cry.
Then I shall pray for your safety too, so Kugutsu Sorami can escape lament.
Sorami and Eve looked at each other for a while. Once content, proceeded to laugh. So we gazed at the outside scenery. Outside? I suppose it was outside in a way.
Hell below, heaven above.
Can we just fly all the way to the top from here and be done with the whole ordeal?
Many tried when Tokyo Babel had first been formed.
None returned?
Yes, back when we hypothesized that Leviathan might be shooting pilgrims down.
Justin?
Why in the blue blazes should I bother with something like that? They went mad on their own.
It seems none of the pilgrims could resist the potency of the chorus, the cursed siren song currently filling the heavens. And we also had the words of messenger. In the end, we decided against trying to cheat our way into heaven.
Both Eve and I were made resistant to the song. We have yet to observe its effect on ourselves.
Huh? What about us? Are we resistant too?
No, you're not. If Basan's taint touches your hearts, you will go mad and plunge yourselves off a precipice like lemmings.
That sure was straight to the point. But, I can't say I like the idea of going mad very much.
Well, still alright, aren't we? If it grows worse, we can always turn back.
Yes, you should do so.
Try to go as far as possible.
Your phrasing changed from pessimistic to optimistic suddenly. But the overall idea is still the same, right?
Don't worry about it. It's a man thing.
Still, you should at least try finding your raison d'etre. It is the best tool to resist the call of the chorus.
Reason for one's existence. I tried thinking and looking for it, but do you think someone like me would have one?
I'm sure you do. It's just that you haven't realized it yet.
What about you?
A blood-chilling thought ran through my mind. I couldn't truly deny that someone like me might indeed not have a reason to live after all. You two found your reasons? Couldn't help but ask. The two nodded.
Of course. As the first man, I was born as a representative of everyone to whom this earth belongs. My reason for existence is mankind itself.
Mine is easier, to serve Adam and his ambition. Such is the reason behind my existence and my own goal.
Well, I suppose it was due worthy respect, in a way. But with what kind of conflict could my own reason lie? Gazing at the lighted distant skies, I wrestled with a question in my mind. We said our goodbyes to Adam, Eve, and Ginza. Two thanked us and took their leave, flying into the sky. Walking through the ruins, I was deep in thought. Sorami seemingly worried, like to poke my arm.
Worried about it?
I knew what she was thinking. Yes, it's bothering me a bit. Quite a lot, actually. Raison d'etre.
The reason for our existence. Huh. It's about time we started looking for it seriously, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of things were on my mind in the past, when I still had my memories and all.
I don't think many people go out of their way to ponder such matters. The reason for one's existence. I thought there were many people who could hold their heads high and confidently declare theirs to the world. Not to mention I had to find a raison d'etre so strong could distort the laws of the world. Tokyo Babel. Sin, punishment, misdeed, redemption. All sorts of negative words would emerge and sink again in the ocean of my thoughts. Were those indeed the only reasons available to me in the end?
Quite. That's... I think your raison d'etre.
Sorami suddenly sprang forward, extended her arms in a wide arc, turned back to me.
It's to bring happiness to those around you.
I don't think that's it.
Deny it outright like that. How do you think I feel right now? I cried out with such confidence, too. Can you imagine how embarrassing this is?
On her face with both of her palms, she proceeded to shake her head from side to side. Unfortunately, there was no way she could have been right. Not someone who can possibly make other people happy. Well, I'm not looking to bring others sorrow either, but... though I already did. I brought unhappiness to 10 billion people. It's an unarguable fact.
I am happy.
As the gloomy thoughts were about to overtake me, Sorami suddenly clasped my arm, returning my attention back to reality.
I mean, without you, I would be dead. You saved me, and I couldn't be happier for it.
But that's...
You went so far as to keep me company afterwards, didn't you? You're still here, right by my side, even now. I'm really, really happy. How could I not be?
Sorami, seemingly overcome by an urge for theatrics, pointed a finger at me in a vigorous sweep.
I'm decisively happy. I don't want to hear a peep out of that mouth.
I see.
You see.
The beaming smile reminded me of the sun. Well, I learned one good thing today. My existence had indeed made at least one person happy. I couldn't help but rejoice at the fact that that person turned out to be Kugutsu Sorami.
Raziel, did you find anything?
I couldn't find a single relevant document. The records are, however, in perfect order. There are not a single contradiction I could spot. In other words, it's most likely that it's our consciousness that has been tampered with.
That hardly bodes well. There's no way we can pinpoint the culprit if that's the case.
Wait, is this Camael or a narration?
Narration, I believe.
Why not both?
Go ahead, Duck.
The memories themselves were still there in their heads, but they couldn't seem to recognize them. All they could do was grasp at the vague residue in their search.
Oshiba Hagane was obsessed with the future, and there definitely was one angel responsible for such a concept.
She was positively sure there was one. Yet her memory was a complete mess. It all felt as hopeless as trying to leave scratch marks on a slippery rubber ball.
Have the demons noticed?
There is no way they haven't.
Wish we could sweep this embarrassment under the rug.
We can't keep on hiding this forever. That angel will one day, without doubt, appear before us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was among the most influential of us.
Yes, he was a grand angel. He was mighty, he was valiant. He was even sometimes regarded as the greatest of them all. His authority exceeded even that of the four master angels, and his name rang as grand as his power. The name that went... What was his name?
Keep going, Duck.
Not even angels and demons were free of grievances and doubts. Everyone had their secrets and their ploys. Nonetheless, tentative peace finally graced the walls of Pandora. No new masters appeared for the time being, and it was widely accepted that the second stratum should be alright for a fair while, giving us some time to take a breather. I used that recess to train...
train my skills with Raziel and Lilith. Camael and Belial decided to participate as special guests in my training routine, pushing me to the limit. The peaceful but poignant days had come and gone in the blink of an eye, and so I found myself at the eve of my next pilgrimage. Camael and I stared at the dreadful scene in shock. We couldn't do a thing. We were powerless to stop it.
All right. Cheers!
Cheers! By the way, Lilith, this is orange juice. By the way, Lilith.
Yes, I'm waiting.
By the way, Lilith, this is orange juice, right?
Yeah, and it's 120% fruit to boot.
Awesome. Then I guess there's no need to worry.
Lilith and Sorami, cackling like crazy, were enjoying the orange liquid. The scene was out of madness, chaos, and collapse. Preliminary celebrations of liberation of the third stratum had escalated to a point of such anarchy that the men of order, like myself and Camael, could only observe the spectacle from the sidelines, with naught but a fleeting hope that I'd doing something special about it.
One more.
You want to vomit again?
Puking makes space for more drink. Ugh.
I can't tell if you're being optimistic or pessimistic in this case.
Nika, I think that's James.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I can't tell if you're being optimistic or pessimistic in this case. I'd say I'm almost impressed in a way.
Ugh. Here it comes. Please, somebody ready a bucket.
The sight alone was enough to fill one's heart with lament. Lilith, who at first was busy declaring toasts, was now only cackling as she took one drink after another. She seemed quite wobbly already.
Hey, are you drinking?
Yeah!
Awesome! Angels or demons or whatever, rank don't matter tonight. Let's all drink until dawn. Oh, right. This ain't booze if anyone's concerned.
Yeah! Lilith raised her glass.
Cheers!
Lilith was indeed a bright, optimistic person, with enough charisma to take complete control of the crowd. However, it appeared that after ingesting a particular type of liquid, her tongues went haywire to the most warped of directions. She just drank and drank, then drank some more. To make matters worse, she kept urging everyone to follow suit. Under this perverse leadership, countless bottles of their particular liquid fell prey to her advancing army.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's it.
Kugutsu Sorami was no better. Her usual energy seemed to have been multiplied twice. She already appeared unnaturally fearless in her usual state, but with their particular liquid in the system, she turned downright terrifying. We had a princess of destruction on our hands.
How much was 1 + 1?
1 + 1 is not 2 when we're at the helm. If we try hard enough, we can make it 200. We're 10 times more awesome than the others!
You should work on your math a little, Sorami.
Nothing less from our Sorami. You go past the level of worthy of respect up to fascinating, even further to creepy!
Call me creepy! Cheers!
Cheers!
I had no idea what was going on anymore. Camael took some sort of pill from his pocket, probably chased it down with a big gulp of water, which I guess was stomach medicine.
I feel so much better
Raziel came at us with a shining smile. Could easily tell what it had improved her constitution. For a glimpse of discharging the poisonous liquid from our system over there in the corner.
Alrighty, one more sip. Hey, you over there, bring me one more fermented rice.
Haven't you had enough? Do you understand your position, Raziel?
My. Walpurgis Night has beset on my stomach again.
Stop her! Someone!
Mr. Belial!
What's up?
I didn't know demons could grow bald.
What? We don't.
Belial answered Sorami, his hand nonchalantly brushing through his hair.
Really? I see. But then, what's up with his hair?
Huh? What? Just say something. I swear I could hear you murmur something. Why are you staring at my head like that?
What are you talking about? Must have been your imagination. Don't.
Sorami gave him a coquettish wink. I haven't seen such a less trust-invoking gesture in my life.
I see. I guess you're right.
Of course I am.
Lilith patted Sorami on the shoulder, made a grim face.
You can't keep on hiding this from him forever.
Ignorance is bliss. We should let him live in a dream while it lasts.
Yeah, but I'll have to face reality one day.
Yeah.
Could you please speak up so I can hear too? You were discussing something very relevant to my life now, weren't you? I'd feel a lot better if you said it all straight to my face.
Mr. Belial,
Yeah?
you should try calling 114112 lost, you know?
What's with this suggestive number? You should know that my hair is in perfect condition, alright? I still have a few hundred years of Playboy life ahead of me, you know.
I spot tears welling in his eyes.
Anyway, let's forget the baldy for today.
Not balding. I'll make you taste my raison d'etre, wench.
Excuse me? Huh? Is your raison d'etre a wig?
It's not.
Oh! I'm Setsuna!
Sorami strutted over to my side, then jumped into my arms.
Ugh.
Letting out a peculiar cry, she proceeded to squeeze me tight. I staggered from suddenly having to support the full weight of another person, but managed to avoid collapsing to the ground. Sorami, could we please stick to human languages? I can't see in front of me. I pressed a bounce to reach out to my torso, which she proceeded to wrap her legs around. Her umbilical region was currently at the level of my head, and blood blocked my sight. I feel something soft pressed against the top of my head. Luckily her breasts.
Setsuna! Setsuna!
She then proceeded to sing some sort of a bizarre song. Camael, I think I'll have her take a rest. To the direction where I believe Camael to be.
How in the heavens can you remain calm and collected with her on you like this?
Sense a hint of exasperation in his voice. I guess his face had a hint of it too, but I couldn't see to confirm it. Anyway, I'll leave the rest to you.
Alright.
I still left the impromptu banquet hall behind.
Wait! How am I supposed to fight all of them alone?
Lilith was playing with Belial's hair.
Bald, bald, bald.
Please, stop hexing it. Please.
One more sip.
Dantalion, I have come to a peculiar revelation.
What a coincidence. I just came to myself.
It seems we as the Legion share not only personality,
But our alcohol intake is, well, hiccup.
yes. In other words, we get drunk multiple times faster than others.
We should be alright. I'm sure alcohol is widely called the best medicine for a reason.
So if a good thing is a bad thing, Dantalion.
Don't tell this to anyone, but,
Yeah?
Raziel got me interested in some of her Belial readings, and I ended up finding them quite riveting. I'm sorry.
Hey, you. Yes, you. The angel vomiting in the bucket. Come over here. We need to talk.
Give me double on the rocks, sister.
Haven't you vomited enough?
You know. I think I discovered the secret pleasure of regurgitation.
Someone hold her down. We can't let her continue this.
Camael.
Huh? Why are you staggering toward me? And what's with those extended arms?
Let's become one.
In what sense?
Let me puke in your arms.
Glittering eyes won't make this travesty sound romantic, don't you know?
Setsuna.
She called out to me with a saturating voice. Couldn't walk far with her blocking my view, so I made her change positions to my back for now. Spent the past few moments poking my cheeks and playing with my hair like a restless child. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
You're not?
Not partic-
I'll be sad if it's not fun for you.
Her wiggling suddenly ceased. Seriousness descending on her features. She suddenly wrapped her arms around my neck.
So warm.
You think I have a fever?
I didn't mean it like that.
She let out a muffled snicker.
Where are we going?
The roof. It's a fitting place to take a break. A night sky littered with stars and utter chaos was waiting for us there.
Endo boy, let me old bones down to the ground, will ya?
Alright. As I let her go, she proceeded to stagger a few steps in front of me.
Sit down.
As ordered, I took a seat on the cold concrete.
Spread your legs.
Slightly confused, I follow her order again.
Alrighty.
She sunk down in space between my legs and rested her back against my chest. I feel her warmth through the thin fabric of her clothes. You're warm like a cat.
Is that a compliment?
I didn't mean it in a bad way, at least. Seemingly finding my words funny, she let out a mirthful chuckle.
That sky's fake, isn't it?
She reached her hand out towards the stars.
Do you think I could catch one if I tried hard enough?
Arm quivered from the muscle tension. It seemed she was serious about this. Want me to get one? I could have reached for the canopy of the sky if I tried hard enough.
If you did, we wouldn't be able to see them anymore.
Thoughts simmer for a few moments. It's very philosophical.
What? Ah, right. Merlicht.
Reacting to her words, a small star that rested safely in the confines of my pocket suddenly lit up. Right, we already have one, don't we? Put out the star. Canopus from my pocket. Somebody stuck her hand out, so I handed it over.
Yeah. Fake or not, you can't complain about how beautiful it looks.
Yeah. My absent-minded state, all I could muster was a nonchalant response.
Do you know about the butterfly's dream?
I think the scenery must have made the thought suddenly pop into her mind. Are you talking about the story where you cannot tell if you're dreaming, you're a butterfly, or the butterfly is dreaming that it's you?
Yes. In the end, it's all the same, isn't it? You are yourself, regardless of who you are.
Yes, but I'm quite certain it's you who are dreaming that you're a butterfly in that story.
Why?
Butterflies don't dream.
I see you're quite the romantic.
I thought you would say that.
Well, that story aside, do you fancy we'll think that everything that has happened in Tokyo Babel was all just a dream if we return to our old worlds?
Yeah.
Or do you think it would be the other way around? That we'll feel that our own world is all but a dream?
It's also a possibility we'll lose our memories during the transfer. Somebody let out a muffled whimper. It seems she didn't consider that a possibility.
We'll lose our memories?
The experiences we're exposed to in Tokyo Babel are very intense. I might decide that losing our memories would be for the best. There'd probably be compassion from angels and demons, as long as it was done out of goodwill. Don't wish for that, you could ask them not to. Probably. Somebody's brows shot upward, her features taking a resolute glow.
Never wish for something like that. It would break my heart to forget Lilith, Raziel, Oshiba, and most of all you, Endo Setsuna.
Thank you. I feel my face growing warm. Both direct our gazes to the sky above us. It's not a semblance of order in the chaos of those stars adorning it. The display gave me the impression of joviality and boundless energy with not a thought for repercussions, just like Tokyo Babel itself.
Setsuna,
Yeah?
what do you want to be in the future? To me, you seem like you could do anything.
For a few moments, I was at a loss for words. I never considered this question before. Future. Future, huh? Never even thought about it. Sorami widened her eyes in response to my honest answer.
I thought you'd have a perfect life plan for 50 years in the future or so, given how you usually are.
There's no use in trying to simulate your life up until retirement. Every step forward always leads to darkness. You can never tell what's waiting for you around the corner.
I guess you live true to your name then.
True to my name? Oh, you mean that I live in the moment? You had a fair point. Sorami then proceeded to extend her arms wide to both sides.
Let's try thinking about it now. You can choose whatever you want. You could be a pro athlete, a politician, a doctor, or even a writer.
Well, these professions seem far removed from what it was. Grunt. Her role was but one. It was Lilith who bestowed it upon me. Still,
You can't decide?
Seems that poor imagination.
Then let's try together. I guess you'd be a high schooler first before getting a job, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
And then you'd have a childhood friend who'd come wake you up every morning.
Wait a second, who's this childhood friend?
Me.
She gave me a boastful grin. I didn't even find words to retort her. Suddenly decided to go with her idea.
And so we go to school, right?
Yeah,
And then we graduate.
that's a bit fast. School life had ended before I had a chance to start properly.
Don't mind the little things. Anyway, after a while, you'd find a job somehow and work in an office. And after a long day at work, you'd come home all tired.
I'd like to know the how part of that somehow.
And I'd say, welcome back.
Why are you in my house?
Because we're married.
Could you please not abbreviate the most important events of our life?
And a lot of stuff would happen, and, we'd have a child.
Sorami broke her gaze. Her neck turned to color crimson. Did she seriously expect to mask this by merely looking away? As I tried voicing that fact, Sorami pinched my thigh. It hurt very much.
Then our child would grow up, and we'd be old. We'd find ourselves sitting on a bench in the park, our hands tight in each other's embrace.
And
We'd die together.
that's a very short life, if I say so myself. Hardly filled a single page of manuscript.
But isn't that about it when you get down to it? I might have abbreviated some stuff, but I bet such a life would be a happy one. Don't you think?